In today's video, we're going to be talking about how not to get rug pulled in Cardano and NFT land. Let's get right into it. What's going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here. And yeah, today we're talking about Gingerbread's house, Gingerbread's club, the NFT drop on Cardano that the devs have since ghosted. Is it a rug pull for sure? I'm not sure, right? But it seems that way. It really does. And today we're going to talk about how to avoid getting rug pulled or losing out on an NFT drop when you ape into it, and how to spot these things before they happened, even though I'm someone who actually minted 8 Gingerbread NFTs. But here I am. I'm going to tell you some lessons and things you can look out for in the future so this doesn't happen to you when you're flipping NFT. First things first, let's talk about the writing on the wall from the Gingerbread Squad. If you look down here, you're going to see the squad has escaped. You're going to have to run as fast as you can to catch these Gingerbread Man. And I guess by Gingerbread Man, they meant the developers of the project because they're nowhere to be seen and they have been running. Now, I can't say for certain that this is a rug pull, but I'm pretty made up on the fact that the developers have played this in a not so good way, and they seem to be kind of, missing, gone, ghost. So in my opinion, we're going to be calling it a rug pull for the time being, unless something changes. Then I'll update you guys on that. But yeah, Gingerbread Squad. So how can you avoid getting basically losing your ADA on NFT drops when you're flipping? So first thing here to talk about is many projects are flips and many of them are holds. Some of them I just buy with the intention of selling the same day. Those are simply just flips. Some of them I buy with the intention to sell some the same day for quick profit, and also some to hold because I believe in the project. Gingerbread Squad from the very beginning, I believe I said this to a couple people, wasn't a long-term project for me. The roadmap was there, but it's very vague. You can see everything is very vague. Collaborations. They didn't even spell marketing right. Social marketing, 10% of sales. Suggestions from a community, growing our community. Everything's very vague. There's no we're going to make a game with this many characters. We're going to do this and that. It's very vague, okay? Anyone could write this together. Anyone could do this. So don't trust roadmaps just by looking at them, whether it be my roadmap, whether it be Jimmy's roadmap, whether it be Gingerbread's roadmap. Be careful. And these are false expectations a lot of the time. They don't actually have to deliver on anything. This is NFT land. Once you send your ADA, consider it good as gone. These promises, they just don't have to deliver on right now. There's no regulations here. So that's why you need to be careful. Now, if you did buy this drop and you're missing ADA, I'm sorry about that, but it's a good lesson. And I would heavily encourage people not to ape into projects that don't have long-term commitment in place. Let's take an example now at a drop that I think is a hold, or a drop that would be very hard to get burned on. Because most of these drops are kind of structured in a way where if you can flip them, or even if you can just buy some, you're not going to get burned. You're going to make a good profit. The reason Gingerbread Squads didn't work was 1, the CNFT marketplace was down during their sale, so you could not flip. And 2, the developers went ghost, meaning no support, no future, losing hope, people just selling for the very low price of 8 ADA, the very lowest price you can list on CNFT for. So now let's go over what a successful launch would look like, and one you could be a lot more confident in compared to something like Gingerbread Squad, where they got the basics down, but there's no really guarantee that their product's going to be around for even the next month after this release. And that drop that I'm talking about that is a good drop is Yummy Universe. This is one that I minted today, and I'm still waiting for some to come through because it's only been around for 3 hours, but they are #1 on the charts for a good reason. And if you were looking at this drop before it happened, you could easily tell that this is one that would be hard to get burned on, really. They have a brand and they have many previous drops, previous things that are built around them. So this is obviously not a rug pull. It's pretty obvious that this team is here to build stuff and they're here to do things. With that being said, when you compare it with something like Gingerbread's, this looks a million times better. I don't have to look at the Twitter. I don't have to look at their community interaction. Everything already looks better just by their previous additions. Everything they've done in the past to present that the future will hold brighter promises, even though they don't make any crazy promises compared to something like Gingerbread Squad, where everything's just vague and they haven't even done anything to show that they might actually deliver on these promises. I'm going to make a part 2 on my ultimate flipping guide, but just to let you in on this, I minted a Yummy Universe now today, this morning, and 20 minutes after I minted it, I sold it for 2,000 ADA. I bought it for 40 ADA and sold it for 2,000 ADA. So you can see, I already made back the Gingerbread profits. And if you're someone who's down on Gingerbread profits, there's so many drops that are going to be coming that you can make your money back on. So really, the risk of being rug pulled, the risk of losing some ADA in a Gingerbread drop isn't that bad compared to how many drops are going to be successful going forward compared to the ones that the devs might just ghost. So even if you fall victim to these, there's still a lot of hope that you can just flip another project or hold another project that does way better and make your money back pretty damn easily. That being said, from now on, if you see a drop that looks like Gingerbread Squad with a vague roadmap, even if it has a good Discord and a good Twitter, they have a vague roadmap and a not so transparent team, just be wary, okay? Be wary of what they can do. Because Yummy, ultimately, they're not going to sacrifice their brand and everything they built off of one drop to go ghost. It's pretty obvious that they're here to stay. Other drops, they don't have any commitment or responsibility in place. So if they don't have any responsibility in place or they don't have any commitment, unless you know the person who's making the drop directly, be careful. Just keep that in mind, okay? Some of these drops might do really well. Baby Alien Club, not really any commitment, not really any team, still did really well because they continued to support the community thereafter the drop. Gingerbread Squad did not, therefore kind of fell out. Also in line with CNFT going down, did not help the flip evaluations, and everyone was kind of just panic selling. So keep all this in mind when you're flipping NFTs. Gingerbread Squad, good example of a drop that looks fishy as heck and could easily just walk away with the bag. That is going to happen in the space, and there's not really any way to tell before it happens, but there are some good flags you can consider before going in with like 400 ADA or 500 ADA to a project like this. Consider those things and maybe chill a bit, right? Chillax. Don't ape into everyone, especially if they all look very vague. Take your time. Maybe if you can, learn about the people behind the project and what they've done before, just to see any indications of future growth. But essentially, as long as the devs stay active in the Discord, which is not too much to ask for, the project isn't going to tank immediately, and it's going to do decently well. It doesn't take that much to really get an active community going on a drop that's popular. So to see this from Gingerbread Squad is quite sad, and yeah, it's not the best look on the team. If they do come back, I don't think they're going to have very many people supporting the project with the lack of communication. That's just how I see it. Obviously, there's other things that could be in play here that I don't know about, but that's how I see it from where we stand right now. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. I hope you understand what I'm putting out, and I hope you guys be freaking careful and keep doing your own research, using your own noggin to figure out if you want to spend 100 ADA on these drops, if you want to spend 200 ADA on these drops. Use your own noggin, do your own research, take your time, and please, please, please don't FOMO in, especially not to aftermarket prices. Be careful on that especially, okay? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Do I have a Gingerbread still? Yes. Are they in my Shame wallet? Yes. So that's what I gotta leave you with. See you later, alligator. Peace out, Girl Scout.